Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're studying lesson number 20. Hawaziru Arabiyatun, the Arab cities, metropolitan cities. And in this lesson, we studied about the city of Cairo. And this lesson was about Masdar Sari and Masdar Muawwal. So we studied this main lesson. So today we're gonna do, before we do the exercises, let's understand some tabiratun jadidatun, some new idioms or new expressions. Al-Kahiratu hiya akbarul mudunil arabiyyati alal itlaqi. Cairo is the biggest city, is the biggest Arab city, one of the biggest Arab cities, alal itlaqi, with no exception. So alal itlaqi, this is the tabir that is used, one of the tabiratun jadidatun. So this means alal itlaqi, absolutely, by far, or at all. Mean there is no exception, that is not a big city. So this is absolutely the biggest Arab city. La ashrabul khamra alal itlaqi. So I don't drink alcohol absolutely. Means is not that sometime I drink, is itlaqan mutlakan, absolutely not. So this was about alal itlaqi. The next is Sayutil Abu Waladahu Nakudan ala an yuzakira kasiran. So this expression is about ala an. So when ala an comes, it means on the condition of or in exchange for. So this this sentence means that the dad will give his son money on the condition or in exchange for, on the condition of, what is that condition? Yuzakira kasiran, that he will study kasiran, he will study a lot. This is the same one with the in negation. Sa'akula laka shayyan ala an la takulahu li ahadin. I will tell you something on the condition that you will not tell, an plus la, that you will not tell this to anyone. So now some expression with ma bidayatil fasl ad-darasi, with the beginning of the study semester, yaudu tullabu ila madarisihim, the students return to their schools. So ma bidaya, with the beginning. Tazidul hararatu fi Misra, the temperature increases in Egypt, ma dukhuli shahri abril, with the entry. So dakhala yadkhulu, masdar is dukhulun, ma dukhuli, with the entry of the month of April. With the month of April, the temperature starts rising. Okay, so the next one is bi-iznillah or inshallah. So this is another expression that is used, that is added to a sentence when speaking about future intentions. It acknowledges that while you have a plan, the ultimate outcome is in Allah's hands. So sa'usafiru ila barisa sanat al-qadimata biznillah. I will travel to Paris the next year, God willing, if God wills. Ba'da an adrusa lugat al-italiyata, after I study the Italian language. Sa'adrusul lugat al-atiniyata, inshallah, I will study the Latin language if God willed. So this is Masdar Muawwal an adrusa. This is Masdar Muawwal is used here. So if we have to change this back to Masdar Sari, So we're gonna do like this. This coming from a verb is darasa yadrusu, to study, and the masdar is dirasatun. So for masdar sari we have to use dirasatun. Here is bada, so it's going to be bada dirasatil lugatil italiyati, and then the remaining sentence follows. So if we change bada an adrusal lugatil italiyata bil bada dirasatil lugatil italiyati, we are changing masdar muawwal to masdar sari. Okay, next one is ila janibi, ila. So this expression is used which means alongside, in addition to, or beside it. So adrusul lugatal fransiyata, I will study French language ila janibi dirasatil lugatil arabiyyati, beside studying the Arabic language. So while I'm studying Arabic language, I'm also gonna study French language. And sometimes it comes with fa, which means also, like in this sentence, ila janibi annani adrusu fis sabahi, beside that I study in the morning, fa ana amalu fil masai, I also work in the evening. So next one is marizun maftuhun, al-kahiratu marizun maftuhun likulli turizil memariyati. Cairo is the open exhibition for every style of the architecture. As we have studied in the lesson, you will find all styles of architecture. Muminun li mislu kitabin maftuhin. Mumin is like an open book. So open book means he is very transparent with no hidden agenda. As-sahrau fi Kenya hadikatu haywanin maftuhatun. The desert in Kenya is a open animal garden, which we call it a safari park. And the next expression is la'allahu la yuzalu. So this expression means perhaps or hopefully still. That it was, but hopefully still it is. Like in these two examples, Kana Nailu, the Nile river was, wala Allahu la yazalu, and hopefully this still is, Kalbal Hayati fi Misra, is the heart of life in Egypt. Kana biyu Beethoven, so this was some artist, Beethoven, a German composer and pianist. So Beethoven was, and Lallahu la yazalu, and hopefully perhaps still he is, Ashharu Musikiyin, the most famous musician fi Tarikhil Alimi, in the world history. So that were some of the expressions. Now we're gonna do before we do the exercises, we still have to do some i'rab. So al-afzalu an tushahid al-kahirata fil layli. So the best is that you see Cairo, you visit Cairo, or you watch Cairo in the night. So when you visit Cairo, you must see the night also. Okay, so al-afzalu is starting from an ism, so it's mubtada, and that means jumla ismiya. Jumla ismiya, afzalu is mubtada. An tushahid al-kahirata fil layli, this is this whole as a coming as a masdar muawwal, as a coming as a khabar for afzalu. And in the masdar muawwal khabar, an is harfu masdariyin wa nasbin. This makes the fail mudari mansub, and we see that is tushahida mansub here, al fail tushahida, shahada yushahidu, form 3 verb, and for anta is tushahidu, and file is damirun mustatirun, maful bihi is kahira is maful bihi, and fil layli is jarun wa majrurun shibu jumla. So al afzalu Mubtada marfoon walamatul rafi ad-dammatu zahira. There is a damma here. An is harfun masdari, harfun masdariyun wa nasibun lil fi'l al mudari mabni. This is harfun masdari wa nasbin, and this making fi'l mudari mansoob, and an tushahida combined is masdar muawwal. Tushahida fi'l mudari mansubun ba'da an walamatul nasb al fatatu zahira, and is mansoob, the fatah, that is the sign that it is mansoob. And al-fa'ilu damirun mustatirun taqdiruhu anta, and the file is hidden and the estimation is anta. Kahira is maf'ul bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al-fatatu zahira. Kahira is maf'ul bihi with the fatah sign. And fil layli fi harfu jarrin mabni ala sukun. Al-layli is a majrub ba'da fi walamatul jarri al-kasratu zahira as a kasra. Wal masdar muawwal min an wal fi'l fi mahalli rafin khabar, which was just said here, that masdar muawwal is coming as a khabar for al mubtada afzalu. Okay, so the next one is akhbaruhu bi annahu sakrun. So they informed him that he is a falcon or hawk. This bird, that they informed him that this bird was a falcon or a hawk, sakrun. So this is starting from a verb. So jumla is jumla failiya, and fail is akhbara yukhbiru. Akhbaru is the fail, file, waw is the file, who is maf'ul bihi, and bi annahu sakrun, this is shibu jumla because it's harf jar ba here, and annahu sakrun is masdar muawwal. So annahu sakrun is masdar muawwal. This is the second type of masdar muawwal. And in masdar muawwal jumla ismiya mansukha bi harfin nasikh, and in the masdar muawwal anna is harfun nasikh, sister of inna, and ha is ismu anna. So this ha is ismu anna, and sakrun is khabru anna marfu. Ismu anna mansukh, khabru anna marfu. So here are the i'rab. Akhbaruhu, akhbaru fi'lu madin mabniun ala dammi, waw is zamirun mabni ala sukun fi mahalli rafin fa'il, who is damirun mabni ala dammi fi mahalli nasbin maf'ul bihi, and bi annahu bi harfu jarrin mabni, anna harfu nasikh mabni, who is damirun mabni ala dammi fi mahalli nasbin ismu anna, and sakrun is fi mahalli nasbin. So ismu anna has to be mansoob, so is fi mahalli nasbin, and sakrun is khabru anna marfuun walamatu rafi ad-damma. Wal masdar muawwal min anna wa ismiha wa khabriha fi mahalli jarrin ba'da ba. So bi anna, so masdar muawwal is coming as fi mahalli jarrin ba'da ba, because it has to make masdar muawwal majroor. So we're gonna say fi mahalli jarrin. Okay, now let's do the at-tadribat, the exercises. Question number 1. إذا أردت أن تشاهد تاريخ القاهرة فمن أين تبدأ? If you want to see or watch the history of Cairo, then from where should you begin? This is the question, and the answer we have to take from the lesson that we studied. So the answer is وَإِذَا أَرَدْتَ أَن تَعْرِفَ تَارِيخُ الْقَاهِرَةِ فَاذْهَبْ إِلَى جُنُوبِهَا. Then first of all you go to the west, to its west. كيف تجد الأديان الثلاثة في القاهرة? How do you find the three religions in Cairo? So we find the three religions in Cairo by بِكَنِيسِهَا وَكَنَائِسِهَا وَمَسَاجِدِهَا, by its synagogue, its churches, and its mosques. Masmu awwali masjidin buniya fi Misra. What is the name of the first mosque that was built in Egypt? And we studied that Amr bin As, that was the name of the mosque. That was the first mosque that was built. Limaza summiyat Misrul Kadimatu bil al-Fustad. Why the old Egypt is called al-Fustad, the tent. Al-Fustatu manaha al-Khaymatu. Al-Fustat means, its meaning is the tent. And al-Makan allazi aqama fihi Umar Khaymatahu Fawra an Wasala Misra. So this is the place, this is the tent that he established, that he put in it when he reached Egypt. So that tent became the name of the old Egypt, Al-Fustat. Ma awwalu hajarin wuziya fil kahiratil fatimiyati. What is the first stone hajar that was put in Cairo, in the Fatimid Cairo? So Jamia Azhar was the first stone. Wuziya awwalu hajarin fil Jamia al-Azhari, in the Al-Azhar mosque. That was the first one. Limaza ikhtara Johar Sakliyu Ismul Kahirata. Why Johar Sakli, he chose the name Kahira? Because as we studied that huwa ismu awwali tairin, this was the name of the first bird, yakifu ala jabalil mukattimi, that sat on the mountain Mukattim. Ma simatul kahiratil mamlukiyati. What are the characteristics of the Mamluk Cairo? So تتميز القاهرة المملوكية بسورها وبوابها الزخمة وكسورها وبيوتها وشوارعها الزيقة. So the Mamluk Cairo is distinguished by its wall, the wall around the city, its massive doors, and its palaces, its houses, and its narrow streets. So these are the Simmat. Aina Taqa'ul Kahiratul Arubiyatu, where the European Cairo is located, where you can find it. Taqa'ul Kahiratul Arubiyatu Gharban Nahwan Naili. You will find it in the west toward the Nile River. Ma mana al-Madinatu allati la tanamu. What is the meaning of this expression, that the city that does not sleep? This is about Cairo because li'annahu ahlal kahirati, the people of Cairo, yuhibbuna sahara laylan, they love to stay up late at night. Lil kahirati asmaun kasiratun uskurha. For Cairo there are many names, mention them. So we found in the lesson some name like Kahiratul Muizzi, Baladu al-Fimi Zanatin, land of 1,000 minarets, and Al-Fustatu. So these three names we can find in the lesson. Malismul lazi tuhibbu an tusammiya bihil kahirata. Which name you would love to name about Cairo? So if is out of these three names, Al-Fustat is probably the unique or a nicer one. Okay, question number 2. La tantasibu li shakhsin wahidin wala li tariqin bi ainihi. So that was the statement from the lesson that the history of Cairo is not associated with one person, and there is no one history, and is not associated with the there is no specific history and not associated to one person. This is about Cairo because Cairo evolved over many centuries, we can say centuries, many years. So there was no one single founder and is no one specific history. So this is what it means. Maza fahimta min tilka, but you understand from this ibara, from this expression. Question number 6. Aswalu Salisu Rattibil Ahdas al Atiyata min al Kadimi al Hadisi. Put an order of these events, the following events from old to new. So we have to start from the oldest event first, going to the newest one. So the first one is Akama Umrun bin al Asi Khaymatan Tusamma al Fustata. The first event was that Umar bin As, he established a tent that was called al Fustat. And the second one is Akama Umar bin al As Masjidan fi Misr al Kadimati. Then he established, because when they put a tent, they needed a mosque. They needed a place to worship, so they built a mosque in the ancient Cairo, in the ancient Egypt. And then Atlaka Johar Sakaliyu alal Asimati Ismal Kahirati. And then this verb is Atlaka Yutliku, to call or assign a name. Then Johar Sakali, he assigned or he gave a name to the capital. What name? Cairo. And then number 4, Waza Johar Sakaliyu Asasa Jamil Azhari. Johar Sakali, he put the foundation of Al Azhar Mosque. And then number 5, Bana Mamaliku Bab al Futuhi. Mamluk, they built Bab al Futuh. And then number 6, Ansha Muhammad Ali wa Banauha al Kahirata Rubiyata. So this is another verb, Ansha Yunshi, form for to create or establish or found. Muhammad Ali and his sons, they are the founders of the European Cairo. And then number 7, Asbahat Jaziratul Zamaliki Hayyal Asriyai. The island, Zamalik Island, became the rich neighborhood. And then number 8, Urifat al Kahira to be Hollywood Sharqi. Cairo is known as Hollywood of East. Okay, so that completes this question. Question number 4, Istakhdim hazihi tabirati fi jumlin. Use these expressions, tabirat, that we have studied. The first thing we studied was the expressions. So we have to make sentences using these expressions. So alal itlaqi, we can say la ashuru bittabi alal itlaqi. I don't feel tired at all. Absolutely not. Ala an, we can say nim bakiran, sleep early. Ala an tastaykiza, istaykaza yastaykizu, to wake up. An astaykiza nashitan, if you want to wake up energetically, then you have to sleep early. And inshallah, we can say sa usafiru makkata inshallah, I will travel to Makkah inshallah. And then yatamayyazu bi, so we can use the same statement that we have coming in the lesson. Tatamayyazul kahiratul mamlukiyatu bisuriha wa bawabiha. That the Mamluk Cairo is distinguished by its wall, massive doors, and palaces, houses, and the narrow streets. Ila janibi plus fa, so we have to use this with fa. So ila janibi annahu zakiyun, beside that he is intelligent, fa huwa mujtahidun, but he is also hardworking. So those were the sentences using these expressions. Question number 5, Uktubil Masdar Sari. Write the Masdar Sari. Here is an example. Iza aratta antarifa fasal. If you want to know, then question. If you want to know something, then you have to question about it. So antarifa is Masdar Muawwal. Now we have to change this to Masdar Sari. So in an example, it is already changed here, al marifata. So but we have to see how that is made. So arafa yarifu, to know, is form 1 verb, and the masdar out of that verb is marifatun. So basically antarifa, we have to change this to a regular masdar, which is marifa. So iza arata al marifata, if you want knowing, if you want to know something, knowing, then question, fasal, then ask. Okay, now rest we have to do ourselves. Zurul ahrama fawra an tasila ila misra, visit pyramids immediately upon arriving to Egypt. So antasila is the masdar mobile. So we have to change this back to masdar sari. So the verb is wasala yasilu, to reach, and the masdar, regular masdar, is wasulun. So if we change this back to masdar sari, we can say zurul ahrama fawra wasulika, because here the pronoun is anta used, tasila, upon your reaching, your, so we have to use masdar plus with its pronoun, which is ka, and fawra wasulika, upon your arrival to Egypt. Fawra wasulika, so this is as a mudaf alayhi, and wasuli plus ka is the pronoun for anta. Qarraratil hukumatu, the government decided, antabniya markazan lil ittisalati, to build a center for communication. So antabniya is the masdar muawwal. We have to change this back to masdar sari. So this is how we can do it. Bana yabni is the verb used to build, and the masdar out of the verb is binaun. So we have to basically change this back to the regular masdar sari. So we can say qarraratil hukumatu bina'a markazin, building of the center, lil ittisalati, for communication. So bina'a, we have to change this to bina'a, this change to bina'a, and then it's going to become mudaf, and it's going to change to mudaf alayhi markazin, bina'a markazin. Next one is iza abarta shariya fala budda min an tanzura yaminan wa shimalan. When you cross the street, so you must look at right and left. So looking at right and left before crossing a street is a must thing. So now an tanzura is masdar muawwal. We have to change this back to masdar sari. So this coming from the verb nazara yanzuru, to look, and masdar is nazarun, again is an tanzura, the pronoun is anta. So we have to change this back to masdar sari, which is nazarun, and because this min is used before, so min nazarika has to be majroor, min nazarika. The iza abarat shariya fala budda min nazarika yaminan wa shimalan. This is how is gonna change back to masdar sari. La natrukil makana qabla an tashraba shaya. Don't leave the place before you drink the tea. Shaya, tea. So an tashriba, you. So this again is anta pronoun here. So when making masdar sari, we have to consider, because in the verb we can see the file, but for the case of masdar sari, we have to use that pronoun when we converting into a masdar. Okay, so antashraba, so this comes from the verb sharaba, yashribu. Sharaba is a typo here. Sharaba yashribu, to drink, and masdar is shurbun. So we can say la tatrikul makana qabla shurbika. So because qabla is adverb zarf, and it needs a mudaf alayhi, so it's going to be shurbi, qabla shurbika. So that is why the kasra was used, because this is mudaf alayhi, and then is ka ka is the pronoun for anta. Yajibu an tazura Misr al-Kadimata. You must visit the ancient Egypt. So antazura is masdar muawwal. It is must that you visit ancient Egypt. So antazura. So we have to change this back to masdar sari. So this coming from zara yazuru, to visit, and the masdar of the regular masdar is ziyaratun, visiting, and masdar. So make it masdar sari. We can say yajibu ziyaratuka, your visit. So ziyaratu is the file here. Your visit is must. Your visit is must for the ancient Misr. So masdar sari is gonna be ziyaratuka. And the next one is al afzalu an taqra tarikha min al makani. The best is that you read the history from the place. The best is that you, if you want to know the history, you best is to visit the place. So this antakra is masdar muawwal. We have to change this back to masdar sari. So the verb is kara yakra'u, to read, and masdar is kira'atun. So we have to change this back to kira'atun. And again, this the antakra, the anta, the file is anta. So we have to consider the pronoun also. So we can say al-afzalu qira'atuka. The best is qira'atuka, your reading. Qira'atuka, your reading of what? Of tarikha min al-makani, of the history from the place. Question number 6, mal wazifatu, what is the function? So we have to know, because in the lesson we studied that the masdar muawwal has the same function as the masdar sari. So we have to identify what is the function of the masdar muawwal that are used in these sentences. So here is an example. Iza aratta an tarifa tarikh al-Kahirati fazhab ila junubiha. If you want to know the history of Cairo, then go to its south. So here antarifa, we have to identify what is this. Is fi mahalli nasbin, jarrin, raf'in, and why. So to figure that out, we first of all we need to change this back to masdar sari, and then the masdar sari will tell us what is the function of this word. So the verb is arafa yarifu, to know, and masdar is marifatun. So if we have to change this sentence back to masdar sari, we can say iza aratta marifatat tarihi. If you want what? Marifa, knowing of the history of Cairo. So you see here marifata is mansub because of the verb. So then is mansub because is maf'ul bihi. So we can say antarifa as masdar muawwal fi mahalli nasbin maf'ul bihi. So this is what the function of this masdar muawwal is. Similarly, we have to do this for these sentences. Karrar al-Qaidu Johar as-Sakliyu an yabniya asimatan lid-dawlatil Fatimiyati. Johar Sakli, the leader Johar Sakli, decided to build capital for the state of Fatimid. So an yabniya is masdar muawwal. So what function this masdar muawwal is used here? In what function? So let's find that out. So the verb is bana yabni, to build, and an yabniya, this is like equivalent of saying binaun. When we use binaun, is we using it as a masdar sari. So now if we use this binaun in the sentence as a masdar sari, we're gonna say karrar al-Qaidu Johar as-Sakliyu bina'a asimatin, building of the capital, bina'a asimatin. So we're using as a bina, what he decided. So the answer of what is maf'ul bihi. So then an yabniya means this al masdar al muawwal fi mahalli nasbin maf'ul bihi. So this is coming as a maf'ul bihi and is fi mahalli nasbin. Next one is Shahid Tariha Kabla An Takrahu. Seeing the history before you read it. Watch the history before you read it. I mean, watch a documentary before reading. So here we have Antakrahu. Antakra is Masdar Mobile. We have to change this back to Masdar Sri to find out what is the function of this Masdar Mobile in the sentence. So Kara Yakrau, to read, form 1, and Masdar is Kira'atun. So Antakra is like saying Kira'atun plus Ka. So because we have to use that pronoun also. So Masdar Sri here is Shahid Tariha Kabla Kira'atihi. So Kabla again is a adverb, zarf. So we need a mudaf ilayhi. So Kira'ati, we have to, Antakra will change to Kira'ati. And who is he? Before reading it. So now we see that Kira'ati we using as a mudaf ilayhi. So the function of Antakra, who is Masdar Mawwal fi mahalli jarin, because mudaf ilayhi has to be majroor, fi mahalli jarin mudaf ilayhi. So the function of Antakra is fi mahalli jarin mudaf ilayhi. Next one is fal afzalu antara al kahirata fil layli. So the best is to that you see Cairo in the night. So antara, what function is this masdar mawwal use? So first of all we see that the verb ra'a yara, to see, and masdar is royatun, seeing, and antara is like saying, antara is saying like royatun plus ka, because it's anta. So we have to use the pronoun ka. Okay, so now if we change this back to masdar sari, so we're gonna say fal afzalu royatuka, of your seeing al kahirata fil layli, Cairo in the night. So royatuka, so afzalu is mubtada, royatu is coming as a khabar, so that is why it's marfu. So then antara is coming as a khabar. We can say then as masdar mawwal fi mahalli rafin khabar. The next one is fa an tushahid al kahirata fil layli ajmalu min mushahadatiha fil nihari. So seeing or watching Cairo in the night is more beautiful than watching it in the day. So an tushahida, what function this masdar mawwal is used? So this verb is shahada yushahidu, form 3, to watch or to see. Masdar is mushahadatun. So this from form 3, form 2 there is a specific pattern for the masdar. So this for form 3 is mushahadatun. In antushahida is like saying, again this is anta here, tushahida is saying like mushahadatun plus ka. Ka is the pronoun that we have to use here. So we can say fa mushahadatuka, so that you're seeing al kahirata, of you're seeing Cairo in the night. So rest the same sentence. So then this mushahadatu is coming as a mubtada here. So is al masdar mawwal fi mahalli rafin mubtada. La natrukul kahirata qabla an nakziya sa'atin fi layliha. Let us not leave Cairo before spending hours in its night. So an nakziya is the masdar mawwal. We have to find the function of this masdar mawwal in the sentence. So okay, so this coming from kaza yakzi, to spend, form 1, masdar is kazaun, and so an nakziya is like saying. So here the pronoun is ana nakziya. So an nakziya is like saying kazaun plus na. So kabla is again adverb is zarf. So we have, after zarf there comes mudaf ilayhi. So we're gonna say la natrikul kahirata kabla kazaina, kabla kazaina, before our spending of the hours in its night. So this is kabli, no, is kabla. It's a typo here. Kabla kazaina. So kazai is again is mudaf, so that is why we're changing kazaun to kazai, and then again mudaf plus na is mudaf, so kadai. Then the function is fi mahalli jarrin mudaf, because it's coming after kabla. Next one is antushahid al makana khairun min antakra anhu. Visiting or seeing the place is better than reading about it. Anhu. So here we have two masdar mobile, antushahida and antakra. Basically we have done both before. Antakra is here and antushahida is here, so this coming again. So like we studied before, shahada yushahidu, to watch, form 3. Masdar is mushahadatun. Antushahida is like mushahadatun plus ka, and here is gonna be mushahadatuka, because it's anta here, then the verb, the file anta. So that we have to pronoun we have to use here. So mushahadatuka, your visiting or your seeing of the place, makana, is better than antakra. So here in the first case is this noun starting from the verb, the sentence starting from the noun. So this is mushahadatu is masdar mawal mubtada, is because it's mubtada, so that is why is marfu. Mubtada marfu fi mahalli rafin. So we can say al masdar mawal fi mahalli rafin. Al masdar mawal fi mahalli rafin mubtada. And the next one is antakra. So this is again we studied before. Sakra yakrau, masdar is kiraatun. Antakra is like saying kiraatun plus ka, and so because min harfu jar is used, so it has to be ism majroor. So kiraatun will change to mina kiraati, because this also then becomes mudaf plus ka is mudaf lay min kiraati ka. So here we can say al masdar mawal fi mahalli jarrin. Okay, so that completes question number 6. Question number 7, aswalu sabi uktub masdaran sarihan, write the masdar sari. Okay, so now this is the other form of the masdar mawal that we have to change back to masdar sari. Here is an example. Fahaza yani, so this means that you antatakaddamu, that you move forward, that you advance, nahwal karni tasiya ashara, that you advance or move forward toward the 19th century. So anta takaddamu, we have, this is the annaka tatakaddamu, anna plus ismu anna plus khabru anna. So this masdar muawwal we have to change back to masdar sari. So tatakaddama yatakaddamu, to advance or move forward, form 5. So masdar is form 5, masdar is takaddumun. So masdar sari is, you just change to takaddamu, takaddumaka, because it's coming after the verb, so is takaddumu change to takadduma plus ka. Okay, so now we have to use this for these sentences. Fahaza manahu annaka satanjahu, so that the meaning it means that you will succeed. Satanjahu, so annaka satanjahu, this is masdar muawwal, we have to change this back to masdar sari. So the verb is najaha yanjahu, to succeed. Masdar is najahun, and masdar sari is annaka satanjahu, means najahuka, your success. And then next one is Narifu annaka tuhibbul kahirata. We know that you love Cairo. So annaka tuhibbu is masdar mawwal. We have to change this back to masdar sari. So the verb is habba yuhibbu, to love, and masdar is hubbun. So masdar sari, we have to use ka also with this narifu, because this is a verb here. So hubbaka, hubbun will change to hubba plus ka. So we can say masdar sari is narifu hubbaka, hubbakal kahirata. Next one is Falam annaka tataharraku ala mudarrij tarihi hawali salasa miyatin salasina sanatan. So know that you are advancing. Ala mudarrij tarihi is the runway of history. Mudarrij tarihi, runway of history, that you are advancing to on the runway of history for about 300 salasa miyatin wala salasina sanatan 330 years. So anna tataharraku, we have to this masdar mawwal, we have to change this back to masdar sari. So verb is taharraka yataharraku, to move or advance. Form 5, masdar is taharrukun. So masdar sari is fa'lam taharrukaka. So taharrukun is because we have to use this as a maf'ul bihi. So is taharrukaka with the fatha, and ka is the pronoun that is used here for ka, annaka. So falam taharrukaka ala mudarrij tarihi hawali salasamiyatin walasina sanatan. So this sentence then will become with the masdar sari. And this next one is lahastu, I noticed that annaka tufakkiru kasiran, that you think a lot. So annaka tufakkiru kasiran is the masdar mawwal. So we have to change this back to masdar sari. So verb is fakkara yufakkiru, form 2, and masdar is tafkirun from taf'ilun. So annaka tufakkiru means, because this is a verb here lahastu, then it's gonna be maf'ul. I notice what? Tafkiraka is gonna be with the fatha, tafkiraka. Lahastu tafkiraka kasiran. I notice your thinking a lot of thinking. Okay, so that completes question number 7. Question number 8, uktubil afala ma damair. So we are given some verbs, some past tense verbs. We have to write them with all the pronouns. So first of all is Zahara yazharu, form 1. Huwa Zahara, huma Zahara, hum Zaharu, hiya Zaharat, huma Zaharata, hunna Zahanna, anta Zaharta, antuma Zahartuma, antum Zahartum, anti Zaharti, antuma Zahartuma, antunna Zahartunna, ana Zahartu, nahnu Zaharna. So Huwa Zahara, he appeared, huma Zahara, both of them appeared, hum Zaharu, all of them appeared, masculine. And then hiya Zaharat, she appeared, huma Zaharata, both of the feminine appeared, hunna Zaharna, all of the feminine appeared, anta Zaharta, you masculine appeared, antuma Zahartuma, you both masculine appeared, antum Zahartum, you all masculine appeared, anti Zaharti, you feminine appeared, antuma Zahartuma, you both feminine appeared, antunna Zahartunna, you all feminine appeared, ana Zahartu, I appeared, nahnu Zaharna, we appeared. Similarly, madda yamuddu, to stretch. Form 1, huwa madda, huma madda, hum maddu, hiya maddat, huma maddata, hunna. So from hunna it changes to the doubling breaks. Hunna madadna, anta madatta, antuma madatuma, antum madattum, anti madatti, antuma madattuma, antunna madattunna, ana madattu, nahnu madadna. And then huwa madda, he stretched, both of them stretched, masculine, all of them masculine stretch, hum maddu, she stretched, hiya maddat, both of the feminine, they both stretched, all of them stretched, madadna, you stretched, anta madatta, you both masculine stretched, antuma madattuma, antum madattum, you masculine, all masculine stretch, antum madattum, anti madatti, you feminine stretch, antuma madattuma, you both feminine stretch, you all feminine stretch, antunna madattunna. and then ana madatu, I stretched, nahnu madadna, we stretched. And the next one is ibtada yabtaidu form 8 iftala yaftailu. Huwa ibtada, he moved, or he moved away. Huma ibtada, both of them moved away. Hum ibtadu, all of them moved away. Hiya ibtadat, she moved away. Humma ibtadata, both of the feminine moved away. Hunna ibtadna, all of them moved away. Anta ibtata, you masculine moved away. Antuma ibtatuma, you both masculine moved away. Antum ibtatum, you all feminine, you all masculine moved away. Anti ibtati, you feminine moved away. Antuma ibtatuma, you both feminine moved away. Antunna ibtatunna, you all feminine moved away. Ana ibtaatu, I moved away. Nahnu ibtaadna, we moved away. Question number 9. Antasumu khairul lakum. So this comes from the Quran. This comes in the Quran that if you fast is better for you. So antasumu, here is masdar muawwal. And this masdar muawwal is used instead of masdar sari, again because it's more direct. That is why is masdar muawwal is used. So an is harfu masdariyin wa nasbin, and this is making fail mudare mansub. Verb is sama yasumu, and for anta is tasumuna, but here noon is removed because of an. Failun mudariun mansubun biyan walamatun nasbi hazfi noon, omission of noon, wa wawul jamaati, and waw is the file. Antum, for antum. So antasumu is masdar muawwal fi mahalli rafin mubtada, is coming as a mubtada, and this function is mubtada. Khairun is khabar marfun walamatu rafi ad-damma. Khair is khabar. Lakum is jarun wa majrurun. Okay, now question number 10. Ratib, we are given some sentences with the disjointed words, so we have to join them, put them in order. Okay, so the first one is Assasa Muhammad Ali wa abnauhu al-Kahirata Kahiratal Hadisata ala al-Tirazil Arubiyi, means Muhammad Ali and his son, his children, his sons, they Assasa, they established of the modern Cairo on the al-Tirazil Arubiyi, on the European style. Okay, so the next one is Iza Abarta Iza Abartan Naila, when you cross the river Nile. Fala Buddha An Tamurra, then you must pass by Min Jazirataini, from the two islands, Jazirataini. So this is the correct statement. The next one is Asbahatil Kahiratu Al-Hazirata Al-Arabiyata Al-Ula Munzu Ahdil Fatimiyina. Cairo has become the first Arab metropolitan city since the era of Fatimid. So this is the correct order. Next one is Urifat Al-Kahiratu B Hollywood the Sharqi Bada Cinema. So Cairo is known as the Hollywood of East after the cinema started. Cairo became known for as a Hollywood of East. And the next one is Ahlul Kahira, Ahlul Kahirati, yuhibbuna sahra Layla. So the people of Cairo, Ahlul Kahirati, people of Cairo, they love to stay up late in the night. Okay, question number 11. Aswalu Hadiya Ashara. Al Kahiratu Marizun Maftuhun Likulli Turizil Mamariyati. Cairo is the open exhibition or the open place to see Likulli Turizil Mamariyati, for every architectural style. اكتب في 5 أسطر دليلا على أن هذه العبارة صحيحة. Write 5 lines indicating or supporting that this statement is correct. So we have to write 5 sentences like this. تزم القاهرة مبانية من أسور مختلفة. Cairo contains buildings from different ages or different eras or different periods. ترى فيها المساجد الكبيرة والكنائس الجميلة من كل طراز. You see in it the big mosques and beautiful churches of all the styles. كل طراز. Number 3. الجامع الأزهر هو أشهر مسجد في القاهرة. Al-Azhar Mosque is the most famous mosque in Cairo. And then number 4 is Al-Kanisatul Mu'allaqatu Binaun Kadimun. The hanging church is an old building. And number 5 is Lizalika Tutabirul Madinatu. So that is why the city is considered Murizan Maftuhan, an open exhibition, open place to watch. Okay, so that completes this question number 20. We're gonna start from question number 21 the next time, which is the last lesson of this book. So I'm gonna stop it here now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.